Welcome to Lesson 3, How to Release Stress and Invite More Pleasure. When you experience conscious, pleasurable eating, you start to engage what I call the pleasure cycle. The pleasure cycle leads to more satisfaction and makes it inviting and attractive for you to eat with awareness and presence, and therefore to reap even more pleasure and achieve satisfaction sooner. However, when you eat when you're not present, including eating with feelings of shame or guilt, you generate what I call the pain cycle. The pain cycle is stressful. It overstimulates your appetite, causing you to crave more and more food. If you're eating with distractions and therefore you're not present to the taste of what's entering your mouth, or the aroma or the look of it, your body senses that something is missing, and as a result, she intelligently signals you to search for more food so that you can eat more and finally be able to get the pleasure she actually needs. Cheating her, your body, your animal, of pleasure in the name of weight loss or any other health goal simply doesn't work. However, focusing on your food, staying present, and fully participating in the pleasure of eating is absolutely essential for pleasurable and effective weight loss to happen. To be present means to be grounded, means to be in the here and now. You become aware of everything that's happening inside of you and outside of yourself. There's an inner calm that allows you to hear your body's signals, your female animal's own messages for you, loud and clear. When you feel grounded, you feel powerful, confident and sure, like a queen overlooking her queendom. You are able to make empowered choices, the empowered choices that will lead to pleasurable weight loss. You can easily recognize when you're not grounded. You'll feel anxious, you'll feel distracted, and you'll doubt yourself. Your female animal feels nervous and twitchy. This leads to the stress response, which usually paves the way for unhealthy food choices and just about anything else in life. The stress response can be triggered in 3 different ways. Stress can come from what's going on around you and your surroundings. For example, it could be a project that's challenging you, or a conversation that leaves you frustrated, or it could be the bad weather, or it could be even bad weather on a barbecue weekend. You also experience real stress purely through a state of mind. This is an internally arising stress like anxiety, low self-esteem, or other forms of negative self-talk. Stress can also come from physical changes, like when your body experiences physical pain. What you might not know is that stress can halt your connection, it can cut your connection with your female animal. When this happens, you cannot feel her wisdom, and you'll be blind to her needs and wants. In other words, stress is the unwanted third wheel in your relationship with your female animal. Stress signals potential danger and forces your female animal to go into what's called a fight or flight mode. This is when there's a significant spike in the brain chemicals adrenaline, noradrenaline, and the hormone cortisol. All of these stand in the way of weight loss. Excess cortisol production corresponds to an increase of the production of insulin, the fat-storing hormone, that is your body's most effective way of preserving calories and storing them in the form of fat for later use, typically around the belly. In basic terms, stress causes your body to hold on to fat for dear life as a protection. Stress can also give you the experience of fleeing behavior, such as social withdrawal, compulsive eating, or substance abuse, among others. Now that you know about the fight or flight, there's also a third response, less known, called the freeze response. This is a natural phenomenon that happens regularly in the wild. You may have watched a wildlife documentary where an animal, let's say an antelope, stands perfectly still even in the presence of a predator. This is because the antelope is using the freeze response to create confusion in the hopes that the predator will give up and leave. If you're feeling stuck, or if you find yourself remaining in relationships that are not good for you, or you're spending too much time on Facebook or too much time watching TV, then there's a good chance that you're in the freeze mode. In either case, these are all forms of stress. Even thinking about a stressful event can set off the fight, flight, or freeze response. But your animal, your body, can't tell if this stress is real or imagined. All she knows is that she feels stressed. The moment you feel stressed, you're telling your body not to lose weight. So if you go on a strict diet or exercise program that you don't enjoy, or if you're always depriving yourself of pleasure and you're stressed out about it, then yes, your female animal will hang on to extra weight. There's no way around this. Of course, life isn't only blue skies and happy days, but if you're serious about losing excess weight, you must be aware of your high stress levels so that you can take steps to include pleasurable moments in your day, in your life regularly, and reduce and even melt away that stress. This is the only way for pleasurable weight loss to occur. Okay, here's a way to let go of stress you may feel about weight gain. I'd like you to start to see your weight as your personal angel. Yes, you heard me, your personal angel, and the reason I say that is because your weight is delivering you a sacred yet simple and profound message. You need to relax. Pleasurable weight loss can only begin when you learn to accept the real message behind your weight gain. Your weight gain is your female animal's way of telling you she's not happy. She needs some extra tender, loving care and attention. The great news is that making your body happy means making yourself happy. And the best way to get her relaxed and to help you lose weight easily is to add more pleasure into your life. The experience of pleasure triggers your body's relaxation response. And the relaxation response supports and triggers weight loss, meaning anything that truly helps you relax is going to support your body to let go of excess weight. This is what I call the relaxation ripple effect. Adding pleasure into your life triggers relaxation and is like throwing a pebble into the still waters of a lake. The ripple effect is far-reaching. When you embrace true pleasure as a guiding force, everything in your life becomes fun and meaningful, and weight loss happens as a side effect. So on that note, we've come to the end of Chapter 2, The Art of Pleasure, and here's what you learned in this chapter. You've come to know that pleasure is an absolutely essential component of your weight loss journey. This is scientific, based on biology and the chemistry of the human body. You learn to recognize and identify the difference between true pleasure and counterfeit pleasure. You discovered that by consciously healing guilt and shame about your pleasure, you can activate the powers of pleasurable weight loss at any time. You now know that releasing stress leads to relaxation, which triggers pleasurable weight loss. Now go check out the practices that accompany this chapter, and let's continue on this journey.